House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is not bothered by criticism from Democrats and the mainstream media after he released over 40,000 hours of unseen footage from the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. McCarthy shared the unseen footage with Fox News host Tucker Carlson, who spent several days airing footage on his program. McCarthy released the tapes in the media and promised to give the public access to them after his team reviews all of the footage to address any potential security concerns. This is the challenge. The Democrats told us it was only 14,000 hours of tapes. Lo and behold, we take the majority and it's 42,000 hours, so that would take me years to go all the way through, McCarthy told reporters. Yeah, I think the public should see what's happened to them. We've worked with the Capitol Police to tell us about any section that there was a problem. And that takes a long time. But we want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to come and see what they want, he said. So we've created the process to make that start happening. Now, nearly a month after his promise, several mainstream media outlets are turning up the heat on McCarthy to get access to the footage. 9 major media organizations have sued the Justice Department and the FBI for access to the video footage of the January 6 insurrection. The 9 include the New York Times, CNN, the Associated Press, and ProPublica. Public materials must be truly public. If Mr. McCarthy can give the stash to one talk show host, he can, and should, give it to every media organization and the public at large, the Post-Gazette reported. That's why the Speaker must release the material to everyone. Everyone must have the chance to watch it and decide the narrative, and the more narratives we have, the better chance the public has of knowing what happened, the outlet added. House Republicans are also launching their own version of a January 6 committee that will reinvestigate what happened at the U.S. Capitol in 2021. Georgia Republican Representative Barry Loudermilk will chair the new panel and says they will investigate both sides and show what really happened on January 6. Loudermilk also declared that the panel would consider seeking an interview with former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, including any decisions made about Capitol security ahead of January 6, CBS News reported. House Republicans issued a scathing report exposing Pelosi for her role in security and intelligence failures at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Emails and text messages from Pelosi's office reveal her staff held regular meetings discussing security detail, helped edit authorities' plans, and turned down several requests from federal law enforcement needed to protect the Capitol on that day. Days after Pelosi's January 6 Select Committee recommended insurrection charges against former President Donald Trump over the Capitol riot, Republicans have hit back with a counter-investigation apportioning blame for the internal security breakdown on January 6 to Pelosi and a dysfunctional Capitol Police Intelligence Division, New York Post reported. The New York Post reported. House Sergeant at Arms Paul Irving, who answered to Pelosi as one of 3 voting members of the Capitol Police Board, succumbed to political pressures from the office of Speaker Pelosi and House Democrat leadership, was compromised by politics and did not adequately prepare for violence at the Capitol. Pelosi and her staff coordinated closely with Irving on security plans for the joint session of Congress on January 6, but Republicans were deliberately left out of important discussions related to security. And, in an apparent attempt to hide from Republicans the fact that they were being excluded from discussions, Irving asked a senior Democratic staffer to act surprised when he sent key information about plans for the joint session on January 6, 2021, to him and his Republican counterpart. The report also claims that staff within the House Sergeant at Arms office emailed Paul Irving that January 6 was Pelosi's fault, although it provides no evidence for the assertion. The report said that the Speaker's office helped edit authorities' plans and turned down several requests from federal law enforcement needed to protect the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021. I have no power over the Capitol Police. Does anybody not know that? The Capitol Police have responded to that gentleman's allegation, and that stands as what it is. But I have no power over the police, Pelosi's office said in February.